waiting we get lipstick. So big fool. This nation don't turn so big fool. BSc, MSc, PhD, they're so big fool. The one they will lambu in this country so big fool. And then same one they spoil this country so big fool. Big English, big jargon so big fool. See them in our parliament, so big fool. See them in our law court, so big fool. See them full up now in state house, so big fool. See them chairman, director, so big fool. Party supporters, so big fool. We party supporters, so big fool. We safe way they so far, so big fool. Yes, they want ya say now they want them. They want this in a they want ya. Now this with the pan so draw. Politics don't mess with progress as a people. Politics don't put wedge together to the things we hold us together. Hey salute, see how we done deeply divided along politics and party line. So pull your tribal lens come out. Put your regional lens come out. Pull party lens come out. And when national lens so follow you see waiting at the talk. So big fool. And so big fool. And so big fool. One. We common interest don't talk about and cronies of corruption. Every day we holla corruption. We then catch the poor teachers, they put them in court in free. We then catch that poor boy, then put on a Bademba road. For the one waiting 100, then say bring 20. 80 left now you hand. We make 'em papi show. Salon so big fool. So big fool.
Alright, good morning, and welcome to another edition of a program what we call Colliers Right on we on YouTube and on Facebook, so we can discuss issue them with the front page of the different newspaper then they carry for the morning. And after we can don't look at the paper them, we can bring people them inside where they can help with while we discuss the issues there. So straight we go and see what we get inside the front page of the different newspaper them right now. So first, there we go. And look, the first paper where we get now the Africa 24. Africa 24 now the first paper we get inside the program this morning, and it say on Cush raid, 9 police officers dismissed, 5 to follow suit. 800 millions to collect a corpse at PCMH, and an army man on a land fraud. MPs urge President Bio to make public statements, and as he opens the first fish canning factory in Jue, President Bio applaud fisheries sector. We go to the next one. We in the Times newspaper say NATCA box to lead ECOWAS telecom body, and why SLPP grassroots should not trust Kadiru Kaikai, and alarming 77,000 people are HIV positive in Sierra Leone. And other story then there for you inside this edition of the Times newspaper. The next one, now the Sky Times say in Zimbabwe, Napoleon Nkrumah calls for adding value to Africa's raw material. And he as well gets Marampa Mine CEO get recognition in Africa Report a magazine. And Maria Makai Fauna recognized as one of ABCD 2024 Africa's 100 most impactful voices, and other story for you inside this edition of the Sky Times. The next one, now the Calabash newspaper revealed Rainbow paints Sierra Leone in big trouble for failing to honor community development plan. Face-to-face press reception, Ambassador Wang Hing highlight President Bio historic state visit. And you as well get Chief Minister hail Denmark for boosting education and promoting renewable energy. The reformer in the next paper say journalists sees intervention of President Bio. And you as well get celebrating Orange Day, female parliamentary caucus presents new executive. Okay, we go to the next paper inside the program this morning. We now the Oracle newspaper say as PRC calls on Sierra Leoneans, SLPP and APC are political enemies and fake flag bearer don't vote for them. And you as well get Salon youth perish like flies. Is President Bio a patriotic leader or an enemy of the state? And you as well get Musa Tarawale cannot be trusted, Sierra Leonean says. And the other story then day for inside this edition of the Oracle. The next one are the News Times Daily. We say Clienttown Educational Organization generosity shines bright during Ramadan. And President Bio and First Lady Fatima Bio bid farewell to an epitome of love. Welcoming first field vessel Aminata and Sons Sierra Leone Limited boost Sierra Leone's petroleum industry. Another story for inside this edition of the News Times Daily. And the next one where we get inside the program now the Minute newspaper. In first half of 2024, government to borrow 3.8 billion new loans, and as government demolishes house of journalists and others, citizens cry for justice. MPs engage U.S. ambassador on restriction and MCC, and you as well get the enhance technology and connectivity. Official partner with Samsung, and other story than for inside this edition. The Spy newspaper say over 3 billion loans unaccounted for at Petroleum Directorate. You as well get a new era in Sierra Leone petroleum industry as Aminata and Sons Limited set new standard in importing premium diesel in Sierra Leone. The City Hunter, now the next paper where we get inside the program this morning, say SLRSA mortgages integrity, board and management under pressure for standards. And you as well get Ambassador Hunt visit Matumbo Village and Central Veterinary Laboratory in Makini. The Independent Observer say urgent need to address Cush supply and use Dr. Samora Kamara, and PFSL concerned about increased spate of attack on Pentecostal churches. We go to the next one at Apex and say government refutes allegation it buried Cush victims alive, and Sierra Leone slips 3 places in UNDP Human Development Index. Deputy Higher Education Minister propels President Bio Big 5 agenda STI Expo 2024. And the next one now the Salon Compass say Cush surge. You as well get Bio leadership question, and Cush pandemic. Samora Kamara speaks out. Informal sector scheme NACIT applies fishing touches. And the next one now the Daybreak say after failing to honor gentleman's agreements, SLPP dupes NGC, and a new era in Sierra Leone's petroleum industry, and other story for you inside this edition of the Daybreak. The next one where we get inside the program. Okay, so now all the people in this for now we'll get, and we'll take a break and can't wait we get them inside before we can discuss the different issues them we don't hear.
This song come up from Madam Sidratu Aminata Kamara from the United States of America. It dedicated this song to one of the biggest organizations in the world, Weird. Yeah,
made a crack on the mix.
91 big boy Pekin.
It's your double tap, see the bomb.
Daily days.
091.
Yellow flag this.
Hallelujah. Come on.
Weird organization. Looking for every nation. Weird organization. Looking for promoting nation. They know they mix my politics. They know they pass tribalism.
Right, welcome again. Welcome again. We actually don't get two of we guests, them we don't join me inside the program this morning. We expect to get another guest inside the program. We can help we follow we rub more inside the different issues them. But the two people who don't get inside now, Honorable Sirajin Ulis Kamara. Good morning.
Yes, good morning again, Sendepe, and good morning, viewers and listeners.
All right, and we get Alphonsus Bani. Good morning.
Okay,
Yes.
the voice not clear.
Yes, just that the internet, they look give you some small problem, but we're going to manage them. Mr. Bani, good morning again.
Yeah, good morning, viewers.
Okay, so first of all, let's start with you, Mr. Bani. The last time we get to discussion, yeah? This one not the part of the paper, but just things there for ask you the question again. The discussion will be get for do with torture in with regards, people the way they allege say put on this November 26th coup. And you been doing any follow up on that?
Hello?
Yes, you get me?
Yeah, come again.
I say the last time we get discussion here, and we've been talking about the way how paper one of the lawyer and saying the torture, the clients them. So and we've been talking about that. If you follow on that development.
Yeah, I follow up. We contact we member organization in our prison watch, and they will receive wait for make them give a response concerning the interface with inmates, remand prisoners or accused persons on trial. So once we get the information, we will communicate that to the public.
Okay, so do you allow go? One of the biggest issues right now inside the country, now the Cush, where now like everybody they talk about, we they see different videos there, we they see different photos them and other things them. Yeah. So, but before we go into all of them one and day, I want to take one of the headline them where I'll be actually read just now where say government refutes allegation that it buried Cush victim alive. So una actually see a video where they go bury them 32 people them, the Cush people them, the alleged Cush people them. Alphonsus, let's start with you as the human rights impersonator. Alphonsus, you get me?
Hello?
Yeah, you get
The
me?
line look poor. I'm noting up. Yeah, come again.
I say we see this video where they pass na the social media and all where
The line look poor today. I don't know what they're going.
well, and myself I'm not able for know waiting the problem. But let's see if I can get Tirajin for get we. Honorable, you get me?
Well, I think me they get you clear. Yes, yeah,
Okay.
they get you clear.
Yeah,
And
so
let me
you
respond
see
to
that
that.
video of
Yes,
this
I-
alleged Cush victim the way they go bury?
Yes, I watched that over and over, and I even then in one group where I tell somebody say them bury one person where in handshake, and the possible them body I go down in a freezer for 1 month or so, not possible. We argued and I forwarded the video, and you see the hand, the position where it come out for let it move, not to one way natural of a deceased, and because it come out from the body, it go away. Rather, it would have come from the other side. So then the guy where them go bear, where they at the grave day, he stepped on the hand, it's enough and the hand it's enough for a long time so that for say until they show say no that it's last step on you make it not be. If you watch the video from 1 to 5 seconds, now that drama they take place. You know, there was a movement and somebody say the hand just moved. The question only for ask why that guy there with the burial guy attendant for step on the hand for a considerable period of time till the video done. It was on the hand so that go move again. But it's conspicuous. You know, you will see clearly that the hand moved, you know, and for some reason, and maybe I don't know why it happened that way. But it goes without saying that that guy may be half dead, but he been here alive, you know. So that if you watch the video, you will see that. Yeah.
Okay, Alphonsus, you get me now?
Yeah, they get now. Although they come in broken in bits.
So the
but
biggest
they
debate
get
with regards the Cush victim then at the burial of the 32 people them. You know, now according to this paper, I'll just make let people them see them. According to this paper, when at the Apex newspaper, it say government don't deny that allegation. They say them beg somebody where not been died yet at all. You see that video there?
Well, no, I'm not going to tell you I watch the video because the number of video in the camera me WhatsApp where really I can tell for ignore. And at least now I don't get that information. I communicate to we communication and protection officer for look at access that video, verify them, corroborate, and get back onto me. One thing on social media information, more like video they go out. We can be very reasonably reluctant for the really take videos the way they come in because of this AI artificial intelligence make couple on canal where somebody can easily use for create havoc and create mayhem. So we would be very cautious and take time when video in the publish and our social media until we do fact checking. Okay. We corroborate and cross-check the information before really we comment on any video. But not to be candid enough and not go through that video there and not look at that video and not listen to that video.
Okay, all right. Okay, so now we bring in another person we don't join just now, Edward Mara. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother, and good morning to listeners.
Okay, you meet with already begin it's equal rest, and we go allow you for like just join we. You know, in a village, we not can say it. You can just join me inside the talk. So you hear this discussion where they go on. Waiting that you want to take. You watch that video?
I watch them over and over. And I not only watch them, but it also become a very serious debate. Now the informant platform, when one of the biggest platform, where we get about 900 membership. So I watch them.
Wait till you don't take on that video. Wait, after you don't watch them again.
Well, me personally convinced that that particular gentleman who I watch and what me see with me eye, I get every conviction and believe say he not been done die at that point in time. The one day where they rap, you know, where they can dump them day. I see there's a bit different with that one day where maybe it not been wrapped and they also be wear something like blue clothes. And I think say a very, very, very serious issue will required serious investigation.
Okay, so but this one, the investigation now when they talk about government don't deny that they already, according to this paper, say no, we not do anything like this. So how the investigation they go on now?
Well, I not read the paper yet, but sometimes they say seeing is believing, and maybe the government in your own way they can deny some of these things because it gets a huge international implication, and they also get a huge human rights implication, which I believe say the government now have to take responsibility of. But I also believe say as a responsible government, when some of them things that they happen, you need to rush come na public and can begin denying straight away. Now for make sure say you institute an independent investigation for ascertain the truth before ever you go make your position public. Otherwise, if a group of Sierra Leoneans, including myself, we decide today to call on the government of Sierra Leone for do a thorough promoting on that particular individual day, what will be the result of that? So I don't think that the government should be in haste. And this is the problem where this government they get. As a government, you don't need to be in haste for respond to everything where they happen. There are things where things say is very, very sensitive. It has a lot of legal and international implications. They therefore make sure say you do your internal investigation. Even though I don't want to be the government spokesman and I don't want to say something on air right now, but there are allegations that certain individuals have been invited to the CID. You know, I don't know whether it is true or whether it is not true, but I understand that Mr. Sine Kamara, which is at the head of the burial of Minister of Health and Sanitation, we also the work now the mortuary has been invited. But this is subject to investigation and confirmation because I was just told about that this morning.
Okay, so let's come with you back in, Honorable Sirajin. We just listened to Alphonsus, and then it tell we say, then most of them video can come out on the social media, you can ignore them because of this AI thing. So you don't watch them again. You say you convince, say, you know, the AND movement take place, Mara say, Edward say the AND movement take place. We self watch and we zoom out, we watch and we zoom out, we watch. And one thing where I see, we're very much unique, for let you know, say that they know to AI banning. When the movement take place, the man see him and he mass him. He mass him for some time, he come out there. Then he draw 1-2 body can put him on top. And then when he do back, he go on top that same body there. And then he mass them back now continuously whilst then they take other body them, then they put them on top. So, Honorable, I beg only quickly. Bani, you actually there for look at human rights issues then. If you ignore boku video, you not think say you go to miss very important things the way they happen, all in the name of the afraid saying AI or not to AI, because most of the things that now they happen, where we see now from the social media, not from the traditional media then.
I'll be very honest with you. I get a number of work for do, and as I speak to you, me are the regional sub-coordinator for the Anglophone West Africa. All the English-speaking countries in West Africa, and me, they look at it and work and report on the situation of human rights defenders. Now, all the Anglophone West African countries. And I get a lot of work for do in my own country and my studies. So I don't get time much for the going to video. They make it very clear that that particular video in top so I don't watch it. It is possible the staff they don't watch it. So if when I don't ever tell me say we can't discuss on that video, if I don't communicate with me protection and communication officer for make you tell me what is the intake on that video. But so, like you in a more strategic response.
Not in your office. Let's just ask you one question. How often they keep updating you on things them on human rights issues?
Yeah, well I just done. When anytime we meet because I did upline, I'm not even doing free turn on Monday. Okay. Because normally on Mondays we meet, where the week is done, Mondays we in our office we meet, we discuss. We give update to ourselves. Then till the week done, the following Monday we sit down, we discuss and give update to ourselves. But I did upline, in fact, that they left for go free turn and return Mark McKinney on Thursday. Okay. But the take is, while I did ensure say my staff they watch itself. One we get for go back in the mortuary for make we know whether they get details of the one way they say they go bail. We get for know when the people they die. We not just get for take the video from the first value. We want to from the human perspective.
Let's come inside quickly. Then I'll give you update on that. Let's just give you update. You know, according to interview with Sine Kamara on DJ Base in show, number one, they not do any post-mortem. They not get post-mortem results of all of the people who don't go back. All we can tell you, some of them done the 1 month that we place, and then we go back them. But nothing as to the cause of death, when they die, all of them things, then nothing are available.
Now that man they say that's secondary information. We your information we need now. We dey go to mortuary. We try for cross check. Then people are going to go bail. This mass burial, government get for inform we. Mortuary get for inform we. The Ministry of Health get for inform we say. Then go bail them people here. Based on the number of time when they don't die in the hospital, they don't die, they did a mortuary. Then get for cherry a details of how long A, B, C, we don't die when they did a mortuary. When as a result of Cush. They don't go bail people say na Cush people statistics. They don't get the company their information again. You get approval to which that one there based on post-mortem or the pathologist recommendation. Now they die of Cush. Now on that basis, the government say they go do burial, they go do Cush burial. So the word Cush burial, we get forget that information what they suggest say then people there die of Cush. Then they convince we. And so if they don't die of Cush, we don't get that document there. Government go bail. They will ask, we go for ask government why they classify them people that say they die of Cush. What in they justify? Okay. What in the legal document go show say that one they really na Cush killer.
Okay. All right.
So we cannot go out and say we need to forget the facts. We corroborate them and confirm say yes, that one they na Cush kill them. And how the Cush kill them, the government police that one day, and if they're all 32, they all na Cush. And when they are the Cush kill them, because they all not go die at the same time.
Okay, so
they all die at the same time. They don't forget record from the mortuary say this person na so dates the baby account. Okay. Stay for day. What so hidden G? Don't forget her.
Okay, so if you see the video,
if you concern,
why
human concern, 32 people then go bury them, they say na Cush. So with a human concern, and we go into that one.
Okay, so whilst we do on this program now, if you see the video, you're able for watch, are you able for make your input?
If I watch the video now for make me input, I go. Let's say I not gonna make me input because already me decision could be done already influenced by other people. So I'm not gonna make an informed judgment now because I be very honest and technical. Okay, this is my own field.
Right.
So I want to make sure we collaborate, we go through the process and come out with a statement.
No problem. Okay.
But I look now.
I really want to get to know to take. Yes, Edward ANC. Edward, go ahead.
Yeah. No, let me come in first.
Okay. Yes.
Alphonsus, I'm happy that you didn't to civil society, but me, I'm not electing somebody they crab it with the truth. You know, we said all kinds of civil society. I don't have a coalition of 64 civil society groups in a democracy salon. You cannot say you be head, you expect people to go watch for you, then can't tell you. The veracity of certain things, therefore, be from your own point of view, not somebody's opinion. Me myself not comfortable with voice notes or videos and social media. In fact, somebody in a group all day, he say if I then beg one person will not die. Now I say, but that person and I know Allah from till then come and beg him, you know, able make movement. So now then refer me back to the video. So I took not even a day. I had to watch it over and over because one has to be very sensitive, especially in this dispensation where it assert if we're able to prove. You know, so I do due diligence, watch them over and over, and able to conclude say the left hand of that so-called corpse, that person not been non-die, and the guy, the burial attendant, stepped on them, you know, so that if a considerable period of time, so that no movement not will take place again. And Mr. Barnito say if you're able to, but when the announcements come, they say 32 unidentified. So that the running for coming and say, who are the people with them? Because they know say they not keep them body there, they're not able to identify them, you know. And the side of government, as Mara say, I don't know, they are now for stuff for bring me and Mara together at this program. But I tell them say they thief me brain or me they thief me brain. One more they think I like most time. Yeah, seriously. Okay. You know. But you know, yes. How you know they're not mortuary, you know it and call raise and say something. Better you keep quiet, you can't put statements in to true. Now, there is a non-invite Sine, you know, and whatever the case, there was a video before them go back, then Sine do a video where the cops and lead also. So he explained to me. And since I'm in charge, we should believe him. Maybe that case, nobody not go deny him. Maybe now one person way, something, you know, be known that people can go into coma. Government for begin for able to accept, say, when something go wrong, then for able to accept them. Minister of Health don't even go do the thing and they. But the ministry don't have. If you talk to people, and go able to understand and say, yeah, so let's move on. But if they see certain things begin, they can't deny the later and you want for the other thing. Government for stop for the light to people, you know. And this is where the problem comes in. People and they become aggrieved because they know this is the truth. They knew one can't, you know, because you get authority and power, you begin to can be economical with the truth. And this is an I make a like weird program because people are frank here, and we have to say the frank thing, not about APC or SLPP, so that we make Salon better. But as it is now, whether investigation is being carried as what's happening, there was movement on the hand of this person, and the attendant, burial attendant, step on them for a considerable period of time and take the other cops they can. But let's also look at it. You know, we will not say them people they not identify them. So normally we can see them buried and like pauper. But it was very, very also. You cannot step on corpses if they receive other wanted. You know, all that process is very bad. Right. You know, it's not good for talk about. So let me stop there, please.
Okay, Edward.
Well, you see, Mibora, I believe, say, you know, in African tradition, African culture, so some of us, we pay so much respect to the dead. And even when somebody don't die, even at the Bible, then they tell you, say, you know, for speak evil of the dead. And then so we believe, say, demand them for treat her with respect. These people, they bury them in mass grave. And we see how the guys there would then carry the burial, how then they step on them corpse, then they as if, you know, as if these people are not even human beings, you know, despite they don't die. I think from that perspective alone, one can describe that entire scenario, say it was a bad, you know, precedent they set. That was not the best way to do a burial. And some of we do always say attitude, even when they say not destitute them, but then for bury them in a dignified manner. I know say Sinebi make a statement na mortuary before then they go bury. And they make appeal that most of them people are now Kush. In the first place, Sine say no, not do post-mortem. So how do you ascertain on which, you know, means them people and they die? Is now Kush kill them? Now disease kill them? We know say even in this country right now, one of the fastest killer disease right now na Salon, now this typhoid and malaria. We get many complicating diseases where don't float around. And when we then go back for go bear, whether they were trying to show to the public that then they do a good job, now then very, very one back do this video. It's not like somebody go set them up. It's not like somebody go plant camera up and then it sets them up. These are from their own very team. Now then do this video to prove to the public that they are doing a good job. But, you know, like this now a country we make you always say, we don't learn. You know, we just occupied offices. We put pen and paper together, and we think we are comfortable. We receive salaries, and we don't learn nothing. Sometimes we travel out of this country as government functionaries. We see how the countries they don't manage, you know, their situations. They don't get over their challenges. They don't stand up. They don't be recognized to be part of the global village. They went through a lot. We get for begin learn now this country that when we get that kind of high rate of death, as a responsible government, a minister of health and sanitation, like the minister now where they talk, what you need for do first now for investigate again for institute an investigation, a professional to be led by professionals for let the institute an investigation for examine and establish the cause of them deaths there. It might not be Kush. It can be what are complications them. And when they do that, it helps the government forget first-hand information as which disease right now where don't become, you know, a threat to society, where government now go begin put resources together and begin mobilize community people, and then government mechanisms, structures there for make sure they respond to them thing they are. But you see somebody die in the street, you not do post-mortem, he get at the body, he put an ambulance, he can't go to mortuary. You go back the other day, you see somebody elsewhere, you don't know if they're angry and kill them, because right now, there's so much angry all over the place. People are angry. People are going to bed hungry. People are not eating. Even some many cities in the right now, they're not able to afford 3 meals a day, which is the average standard of living condition.
We can't talk about that because everyone will talk about the Human Development Index where we don't see this being thing. But Alfonso, slack come to you quickly with this question.
Malan quickly, my brother, Malan quickly. So all of them things they are. Now, when you investigate, you do post-mortem, now you go know what's in kill this person. But for that, you sit down, you just conclude, say so people now Kush kill them. I think it's unethical, it's unprofessional, and I don't think say any responsible institution for the drive into that path. Otherwise, we go left to one day, then just can come and all anybody say, oh, the post here, sometimes they meet and I say, even diet, even say something angry, they don't take 2 days, eat, they then go take and say, don't die, they then go beg them. So these are some of the things we are saying, my brother. So everywhere you talk about our brother, our man from the civil society, my own view on civil society in this country is this. Many of them, they don't read. I'm not saying he is not reading. I'm not saying he need to investigate. But my own problem is there are guys where they come in this name of civil society. They don't read, they don't research, and they want to come and talk, above their senses and assume say the public for able to understand and reason with them. Civil society goes beyond advocacy. It has to do a lot of research. It has to do a lot of reading, and you get for compare and contrast and make your own analysis out of issues before coming to the public. Okay. I'm sorry to say that whether my brother read or not read, or whether he will not investigate this matter, investigate before coming to this forum, but I'm merely advising that even civil society then get a responsibility for make sure say when issues like this happen, let them do in-depth investigation so that they will be informed.
But when they come and talk we can talk about this kind of issue.
Well, we are reviewing the press, we are reviewing the media, and that makes sometimes you also sometimes as a producer, you get for also try for change the narrative. Media issues are not like any issues where anyway you can take anybody from anywhere to review the newspaper. Sometimes each of the newspapers there then get the editorial policy. My own editorial policy might be different from Independent Observer or Standard Times or any other newspaper. But as a journalist that is working within the media, I know each of them newspaper then the editorial policy. So when they break out a story, I'm well informed to comment on the article and analyze the content and also analyze on the stories they don't bring out. So sometimes you just try for see how best this media, if we are reviewing newspapers, let's just be limited to professionals. And some people will then get a background in media because like Shiraji, I've worked with him, he's a writer, a social commentator, so he's like a media man. So I don't have doubt.
But the discussion, it can open up. The reason why it open up because like exactly this now human rights issues there right now. It not just the journalists to talk about this. Yeah, so now I make with the count, especially at this particular crucial time. Yes, Bani, go ahead. You don't everything.
I think with all due respect to Honorable and the colleague who just last talk, you see, law will left for to do hasty generalization or make a general statement where you don't even know. Before the program, when you ask me, I tell you, say, and I talk from the bottom of my heart. I not watch that video, I not follow up that issue there at all. And something with me when a professional civil society, not to 5 years civil society. I go into the mainstream civil society since 1982. Officially, I don't know whether until that thing is on board. But me, you talk clearly. At that time, 1982, officially, I'm not even talking about the age. Me that did that 1970. So why they talk? I talk professionally. I know they go talk something because they don't invite me na media for talk because I get the platform for talk. No, I they talk when I get evidence. I they talk when I get the facts. And I make when you ask me, I say I not read, I not watch the video, I not listen to it, and I get for do one for make sure say make her get the information and get back to her. And so now that make when you go and talk somebody for it, the responsibility of civil society for it before it come, because you don't even listen to the program. You don't even listen to me. And me, I read, I research. Now that make take the credibility, my position in this country, it right up there. Not about side me.
Okay.
Now because I read, I research, I collect the information and send out. So now I come to the issues. Now when you look at the issue, it's several the time for discourse. And I tell you, say, before the next program, when I go free on today, I promise you, I will go into the bottom of this, I will go out to the mortuary, collect me information, and get back to you. That's the first promise I give. But the thing is, now I assume say, even the burial man, they will go say the bury, they go mass hand. He go step on hand. Naturally, if you want a person die, that mass will the mass on the hand, not the kill the person. So if the person die, the hand shake, we want to make that person go master hand. And so a lot of things that they will need for on hand. On that video, based on what you are determining, so now they begin to pick sense. And they help me for make how they approach the issue now. So the information I don't provide, and they give me an insight and the approach for use, for collect the facts, for corroborate the information, and come out to take position. So I want to tell you thank you. But for begin attack institutions or a group of people like the civil society and the time for claim, say this and that, they know they read or whatsoever, then I take exception to it. And the information this man they present on radio or analyzing the papers, and not necessarily meeting a journalist. You don't really analyze your own paper. When you produce, allow other people to critique them. Look at what you present and make a critique, an objective view of what you present to the public. So don't necessarily say now your group begin for can critique on yourself. Let it be open. If here, and I think they are doing their job. And saying maybe I give kudos to that one day because when they open up, when they allow people for coming from different backgrounds for look at the facts and present their objective views. And I appreciate that and continue the good work on that.
Okay, so now let's go quickly to Parliament because Parliament self don't say that they wage war on this thing. And yesterday we see the whole longer discussion yesterday for come up with waiting. How they for look at this thing, the IG be there, the drug control be there, the immigration be there, the ports be there, different people be there at that particular meeting. There. I don't know. The question will first be when I watch that discussion in the Parliament, Honorable Sirajin.
I did not. Well, let me tell you first. Me, I began at Sky Radio the past Thursday and Friday last week. All the way to the so believe me in an academic exercise, There is a shortcut to all of this. And I'll tell you why even the barrier they attribute to Cush, because then just think say if they see the other people they take Cush, they see it in the bed, then people are they will put fear in them. Something let's say for me then just put fear in the public, let people afraid for take Cush. But I somebody tell me say make them lock the pump. Lock the pump. Wait, not lock the pump. All the way to the talk show for Burried, who said they sell Kush, or beat one they sell Kush, begin what fast them. Not to the answer. When government serious about Coco Samba and Oga Abig, now statements way on that tweet. I mean, I talk on Sky Radio, I say back. I say if President Bio not declare push an emergency, it make her believe, say the big name in the corner in government, say na true say they bring Kush in this country. We never sabi about Kush. When not see something, they take them. Let's tackle the problem from the head. The issue of Kush is not about who takes it, who sells it, who brings it. Now somebody who did this debate, somebody in the UK say they have the conspiracy na UK, they know how they ship them, or they stop them. If they kind of attacking official, they know say it don't come. Even though boys and I don't go to the extra mile for add this bonus so we don't give them more quick death, But I think so therefore talk to himself. If President Biono declare an emergency, will not tackle up. Believe me, I believe say the name they non call and this year so not true. And President Biono will not get for forgive. If somebody of him pillar them about human and development index, they accomplish and when it gets over of a certain road, will not be ever denied. So if you never dey na ide, we get for as inside come out. He let them call. Now just for fool people, it's not making sense. I tell on about Bukabu, what in one group, I see now will lead up APC. My brother, this is also academic exercise for beginning to go talk. We have to be real. When Ebola come, government declare an emergency. We do the same thing. Then let all the Boku talk. Let President you come up with a statement and say, Cush is a pandemic, an emergency, and therefore it has been banned. If we do that one day, we'll get the answer. But all of that, believe me, na wishful thinking.
Okay, so
Sembepi, I don't lose.
Yeah, are they? I didn't trying to disturb you. Are they? Edward, before I come to Barney quickly, Edward, what do you take on this parliament thing? Parliament themselves say they don't act chess and they want for say this thing come to an end.
Well, you see, me, I can always say, this country, it don't turn to fire force, now fire brigade country. We can only come up on issues like this, we don't almost go out of hand. You know very well, say, the issue of Cush, not to today talk, we don't begin to talk this. Some of we don't begin to talk about Cush about 5 years ago, on different platforms. With commentaries, articles, radio programs, television programs, we have said this many times. Each of them members of parliament, they belong to a constituency, then get them people them. And right now, I can challenge anybody. There is no constituency right now in the Republic of Sierra Leone where you not get victims of Cush. And then it don't become not only a pandemic, but it don't also become a serious security issues. Because sometimes people like we don't want to narrow the discussion, then they limit them to the youth. But you know very well that we don't see in this country military personnel, a old AK-47 well armed, they under the influence of Cush. We don't see policemen on duty, also they under the influence of Cush. And even as recent as of last week, a police officer, a constable police officer, where na OSD, when a PC police constable 16474, when a Mohammed Dumbuya, we attached na the operation support division, when a OSD, then be all with a large quantity of Cush na grafting. As I talk to you, so the suspect in question, when this police officer, they under investigation. So then they tell you, say, we're not going for limit this issue where people and they go sit down and they talk about, say, now the youth them, now the youth them. I tell you, say, there are people within government where they involved into Cush. Because a policeman is a government official. A military official, a military man, is a government functionary, it's a government official. So we got to begin to take from that level, they say, this that they now within the circle of government that even with security sector, what would the hope say that they for guide we? They are under most of them, then they under the influence of this Cush. So who knows if a criminal meets a police officer, a day on duty, a get AK-47, and a day under the influence of Cush, they can easily disarm and go do any bad thing we want for go do. So in my own view, on this issue of parliament now coming forward, it's like even the way they say, we water don't pass Gary, now the stage we don't do so now. I appreciate that the non-coming say they are ready enough for join the fight, for this fight. But sometimes when we sit down back, I can ask myself the question, we say we go as a country when we get state institutions, we then create them purposely for handle some of the issues there. Like the National Drug Control Agency.
Okay, so the National Drug Control Agency say they not get better mutuka, they not get mutuka, they not get bike, they not get equipment. Now 12 people in then get, so they not, of course, they're handicapped.
Well, the issue of handicap intervene any institution as Sierra Leone. Then it has always been the story and then they will don't turn up for a read and day. If you cannot finance, you cannot fund state institutions, don't create them. Because otherwise then they become useless.
Okay.
So if they are complaining and not think say they're even useful anymore for exist as an agency.
All right.
You understand?
Yeah.
So Parliament coming in, what's important right now, because I remember I read one post on social media, I don't know whether it's correct or not, that even and one LUC at in Apujombi Street, where he say, it's not able for detain Kush suspect. They say because law no day. You understand? So with the Parliament coming in, I think say what's the Parliament for do now through the office of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice and all the stakeholders that would not get a meeting, then there's a Parliament. Let them try for put together now a bill where then go enact to a law.
Okay.
We go address this issue of Kush so that Kush will become a crime.
All right.
Now Sierra Leone.
Okay.
And
So,
more importantly, my brother, let we not just focus on the victims. We get for also go beyond for investigate who then are the source of push importation as
so
well.
I think
The
that
source.
this all the discussion been there for yesterday, but unfortunately, we're not able to forget that one day at all. But while only this so quick, man, I like out banning inside Alphonsus. Alphonsus, you follow the discussion. Now Parliament don't take this stand, and you know a lot of people get different way out when they look at them. Edward just did say we need to look at not only the victims, but how about the one that we count them. And yesterday they asked the IG, they say like the water key, so when they count time, they notice say this particular container getting here, they already get the container not the show up. But you know we're not able to forget any serious thing will come out of that name. And this person here when Dr. Fatima Babi writes this, it said Parliamentary hearing yesterday on drug trafficking exposes incompetence and chronic corruption of the BO's pauper regime. So this now all different people are getting views them. Let's get your own view on this Parliament on the Kush.
In the first place, Parliament the intervention is appropriate, and I know what they have for talk say. In fact, it's not timely or they come in very late. The culture will go for ask if they come in very late. How many of the parliamentary members then? Be they inform? Be they bring the issue come now? Parliament because my colleague don't talk say. In believe say in all the constituencies in this country, in all the district, Kush they. So how many of the parliamentarians will genuinely don't come now the floor of Parliament for tell them say the issue of Kush it don't become an issue. So I know they look at that one day. What do they look at now? The action where Parliament don't take for say Kush don't become a threat to society, don't become a threat to national security. So the action of Parliament for make them scale up government response to the issue of Kush is appropriate, is timely, and is in place. So I think that's what we look for. The other thing I think I go and comment on now watching me colleague the Kush as state of emergency it concludes say what they talk about the name people in Nigerian government that involved by this Kush. Look to that side they look at. And they look at the issue itself of state of emergency. If the president be genuinely see the threat of sexual violence and domestic violence on women, it don't become a threat to this society where it declare rape as an emergency in this country. We for look at it from that perspective, what thing that be the lessons we learn, we inform the government and the president for declare a state of emergency on sexual offense cases. So now we want to use that opportunity for inform the presidency if you don't see that kind of threats, and this threat now it not only be specific to women, but it don't become general. It affects even women, men, girls, young people. So which means we for encourage the president for use that lesson we don't learn to declare that state of emergency. For say this Kush, in fact, it they almost go beyond the issue of sexual violence. Let us always scale up now this issue for make we declare a state of emergency. But for begin insinuate say if you don't declare or they conclude say members of a governance and then they bring out the Kush, not to the issue that one day. How they encourage the president for see this issue of Kush as a threat to society and for make it declare as an emergency. Now that are the issue for the discourse and that's what they present in public fora and then can media now what they watch itself. So one, the parliament, while they look at legislations and policies and for for part for make the strengthen the anti-drug laws in this country, would encourage them for also encourage the president for take this issue of Cush as a matter of emergency, so that the president, they will get the support for making declare Cush as a state of emergency. Okay. Now that way they made a look at the issue.
So another question to you, because this Cush thing is done so much serious that we're not able to touch on other issues. But I know you get that we talk about this Cush because it's get for do the foundation of a nation. If we miss some rights now, we miss like every other thing. So quick one, quick one to you. Yes, Bani again. You just to talk about it, but we see things that they happen.
Let Alfonso not a meeting. Let not a meeting for talk.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, Alfonso, hold on.
Yes, Alfonso. I'm not thinking. Yes, I know Fisher Alfonso. She get right for tell me for talk. I stand upon waiting and say, I know therefore by Mr. President or government. When you look at what they happen, I know Fisher say for go encourage president. President for say I even juxtapose the aspect of the human development index within one of the pillars of President Burried. Nobody not go out for accidents that they happen. You need for made and country say you have to do this. Ms. Anamika talk say, Mr. President, the saying out there is that lock the pump. Let's close the source of this tear. So it's an open secret that it is coming into the country. And that big people are involved in this. Why it takes so long? When even some...
We don't get the fact to say that big people are involved. You present the facts. This are speculation to make. You don't get the fact for talking.
You're civil society. You don't talk to government spokesperson. I say President Biono do this. No, man. I think say you want go off shoot. Believe me, you want go off shoot. This is not your job. Not only the council for government. I'm saying this. It's when I think they can present the evidence when they talk. My brother. You see, waiting they accuse Edward Maragison say, I'm not saying for 2049, one for cancer. So you have to allow me, let me express myself. I say, if President listen to me. Well, I mean, not supposed to talk for me. I mean, talk for myself. First of me, that talk. If you want to go take other sign that self, now you'll be there down there. Let me tell you again, waiting I say. No, you have to listen to me.
Okay. So hold on quick. We watch right on our careers right on we are now YouTube and Facebook. We get 3 people and we actually don't tell inside the program. Okay, una give me some 1 minute. 3 people and the program with me. Edward Marasi, Regionalism Kamara, and Alfonso Bani. And when they talk about this Cush very serious and very important to everybody right now. As long as you get heart, you breathe, and then you get blood and water with the circulating inside your system, very much concerned. Because we find out, say, this Cush done the things we image serious one at the international community. Other countries they now the point finger per we say now we done the export the Cush go to them. Gambia, Liberia, Nigeria of all the point finger per we say Cush now from Sierra Leone. And then we see all of them things there. In fact, now we see them the barb the people them say this in a Cush, put them inside Mutuka, go with them outside and they go, they will not know what's in the app, we don't really understand. Like everybody just to do now in the name of the fight against Cush. We not even get proper idea. Government totally lost into all of these things. They're not able to put things in place for make sure say they see say then say they're under control. Instead, everybody just to take the law now the your hand. So now we don't come to the end. When did I go ask Una basically? Yeah, because I love the way Una be the talk just now. At least now they put in point, now they put in point. But now we look now. We don't talk about the problem. What could be the way forward for all of them things that's what they talk about? So honorable.
Yeah. Thank you very much. This is me. I don't tell you say. Now president get country after God. Now president. If President Bio is serious about this matter, he has to declare a state of emergency on this year. So a lot of injustice don't be done. Somebody you go buy products at market, then and they say no, for BAM. Why they not talk Uda Bianca? I disappointed a little bit that this dynamic when they call we of the call civil society, they call them evil society. I will not expect Alfonso for go against me if you say you want for big government spokesperson. That's wrong. Now this is my own opinion, and this is right. I say If President Bio not puts a stop on this, to this, I believe say the name when they call nine government, we say then they bring this here. So I mean, look at how they spread now that country. Are you happy to be Sierra Leonean and associated by Kush for saying that they bring government to them country? Let's face the fact. I don't care. I waiting at the aggrandizement or consideration they come up from this by talking to government. Me now position balance in this matter. Believe me, are the only government responsible, and President Bio in particular. President Bio must speak. President Bio must take action. You not speak, and the whole I'm responsible for this. Say himself an accomplice. So not talk for me again. No, now make a talk. You go in a face with President Bio go say, let me take responsibility of my speech and action. Now can begin a sugarcoat and for me. President Bio, this you don't come out of hand. You know under by they like to say people and just they can make now one for fame. I tell them nobody can tell me say I go do sensitization for Kush. I know they do. Nobody look me pen, put me pen in this. Let government, let Mr. President, not that post himself again. Now Mr. President for speak to this issue. And definitely will bring a dead end. When they're ready for God, bigger with them court. Now paper pharmaceutical release. We shall not treat again. Let's not to rocket science for come get it waiting for you. We know the sugar quota. This has reached a point where we have to take the bull by the horn. Mr. Civil Society, whether I believe this or not, this is my position. I was once in a place where I've always been able to speak the truth, in a way, and for all the parts that be responsible, the buck stops at the president. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable. And Alfonso, yes, everything you feel could be the way forward.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I know they speak as a politician, and I don't understand the angle where Honorable they come out because he's a politician, and I regret him. For where they come down with a civil society is always a civil society, and for even begin to initiate them kind of thing, to me it's unfortunate, and I not think that I encourage any reasonable person for the initiate the issue of civil society and call an evil society. If they come out from only politicians, and I encourage even citizens for go to that extent. Now only civil society make this country with the get democracy today. What we match now to 4 days and call May 8. No politician not been needed. Now civil society be dead on streets. None of them have not been dead for sacrifice with their lives, for lives of this country. We did it. Me when they talk to our dead, you not been dead. So our look objectively in this country and address issues. What you mean they say, like I pay they talk. When they look at the issue of Kush, I not sugarcoat, I not tell you say you speak for on behalf of government. I not sugarcoat you word. Me they say let us look at the issue. The issue here is Kush. If Kush don't become a threat to national security and to the livelihood of people, the government, both parliament and the executive, get for step up the response for address the issue of Kush. Parliament also need for encourage government. I know they go to say and they go first. We all get responsibility. You know they talk to president, or I know they go talk to parliamentary, and just they can't talk to small kitchen house. Even though they get a responsibility, your statement also, your utterances, they make sure say somebody go do something. You see like for say you can't make bagbatipana or you talk with gagaya. No. Now a national issue. We present the facts. The president and parliament go see the facts and say let us step up. And that way they will say look at that. Now make a talk say will they continue for encourage parliament? They get a legal responsibility in this country to the people of this country. For me, should say they support the executive for step up the response for address this issue of Kush. Would they also include the president for making use in wisdom where they take for fight the issue of sexual violence against women for step up in response for address the issue of Kush in this country. I'm not talking as a politician, I talk as a human rights activist, and from the point of view this country was citizen, yes, anything that become a threat. The executive, even with the civilians, even with the citizens, we need for step up. Not let us say push into the business. We say no somebody they sell them. Inform the public, inform the authority. Say social policy in the same make the go pull and come. If you which makes you say the control, let all be everybody's keeper for fight against Kush. How can you check on this issue?
Thank you very much, Alfonso. Edward.
Yeah, thank you very much, my brother. This has been a very good program. Kush, like I say, na a serious security threat, because any way they take the life of any citizen, government for take them very seriously, because the responsibility of government now for make sure say they secure and protect the welfare of citizens. But if we see today, like the mortuary they say, the one they would then go bear, then they say they're saying at 32. They say they get 24 man, then they get 8 female. Then it's very serious. It's serious, and now that Parliament don't come up, they look forward to the intervention and together the government. And one thing again, Mickey say, government also for take responsibility. They say, government accepting responsibility, the mistake, and take responsibility of something and correct her. It's not because they are weak, or it's not because they are giving up on the to the demands of the citizen, but it shows that they are responsible. So many of them things that what they say is for just keep the government on its toes, for make sure say they do the right thing. These are Sierra Leoneans, whether they belong to the security forces, whether they are youth, whatever categories they belong to, now Sierra Leoneans, and their life is important, because we don't know something. One time they would not go bury. So one of them could have been a better leader for this country. But these are societal problems. When a society young people are not properly engaged, there's too much stress in the country. People and things say some of them and go reduce the stress, and go reduce the trauma and all of this. These things are social problems. In fact, if we go for discuss them deeply, the issue of governance will come inside. Because you see, when a government fails for take care of its citizens by way of creating job opportunities, by way of engaging citizens, with meaningful engagement, then we need to get encounter them thing they are. But because the youth are idle, many of the young people and today, I can say 70% of them, they are idle. They are doing nothing. Look what happened at Waterloo then this year. It's just an operation where they undertake, where the youth then take upon themselves. How many of them did the way they cripple and aid them? Over 30 to 50 of them. Look the same thing happened yesterday in Tembeton. Tembeton community again yesterday launched similar operation. We see the large number of young people away then get out from them, put them and bring them out. We see what's up again at number 9, na Longley. So this is not about free time. Even in my own district, recently police then launched an operation, na Kabbalah. We see a good number of young people were arrested and with this Cush. So my own point is, let's look at this from the national perspective, national point of view. It's not about crying the government down, but it's about asking the government for let them rise up to the occasion, for let them take up the responsibility of providing a secure environment of Sierra Leoneans and make sure say they eradicate Cush in the country. And more importantly, we get to go beyond the one day when they bring this thing. Because I can tell you, this thing they just fly no more from one country, just can land as Sierra Leone. There are people behind the scene. And these are the people that the security apparatus will get for able for launch a massive investigation for able for ascertain who that they bring Cush in the country. Do we have people within government, or do we have people from the private sector, or any ordinary citizen they were irresponsible for this? These are some of the questions we should be asking. Day before yesterday, look what happened na Cambia, na the border. A young man was arrested with large quantity of Cush. They tried for smuggling for Congo na Guinea. Now, recently, we have been accused by the Gambian government through the security apparatus in that country. They say, na Salon, they import Cush now to Gambia because Sierra Leoneans were arrested in Gambia in possession of Cush. So it's a national issue. Let nobody not make nice about this. Okay. Begin for discourse and nice. Don't begin calling things by their names. Otherwise, we will be wasting our time.
All right.
We should not be nice. And sometimes when we discuss then issues there with sentiment or political attachment, or begin make nice about the topic and begin to talk about begin flowery statements, it not go help we at all.
All right. Okay, thank you very much, Edward. And we really don't get bad name. Even UK CSF don't the point finger power. In fact, now white powder. So yesterday, I don't know. We don't come to the end. I go with the go now. It look like say Sierra Leone don't come out from the offense of West Africa. Now it don't tell like for say na drug cartel now for West Africa because now all man the point finger power. If not a Kush, na white powder. You know, and other things, then we're very, very much bad for human consumption. But anyway, thank you very much for our inputs, for our time with me inside the program. We will time for discuss other issues them in another edition. But for today, I'm glad that we talk about Cush because it's a very serious thing right now. In fact, it will become pandemic inside the country. Thank you very much, Edward Mara, Honorable Sirajin Rolis Kamara, and Alphonsus Bani for taking our time for joining inside the program. God bless you now and get yourself a wonderful day. And you.
Thank you very much and stay blessed.
All right. You self, we don't watch the program, we don't like and share the program, you don't comment. Thank you very much. I appreciate you now. And the producer for the program, thank you very much. Me, Nasembepe, the Freedom Fighter. Until we meet again, it's another beautiful edition of the program where we call We Are. Of course, this net, we get serious thing for talk about January, and then we will get a very good time. Me, one more time, they say, I wish you all a very, very, very good day. I left with this music, we're not so big fool.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Watch this country fine, so big fool. Big man put entire so big fool. Look at with him we get lipstick. So big fool. This nation don't turn so big fool. BSc, MSc, PhD then so big fool. The one they will lamour at this country so big fool. And then same one they spoil this country so big fool. Big English, big jargon so big fool. See them in our parliament, so big fool. See them in our law court, so big fool. See them full up now.